I called the tabloids and had Marty let the reporters up. I also fed in the story that Kate had an affair with Warren James.
An affair that never happened.
Are you so sure about that?
You set me and Kate up? Why would you do that?
Because I don't like her.
Because you don't like her?
Yeah.
And I'm just collateral damage. Huh? So what if I get ambushed along the way, as long as you're satisfied?
No,
Is that how it works?
I'm sorry that you were involved and you were hurt. But that ambush is the least of what Kate deserves, and I would do it again.
Yeah, no doubt. You'd do anything to undermine Kate. You can't stand the fact that she's marrying Sonny, can you?
God damn it, she's marrying Sonny. I don't like that woman because she's half responsible for what happened to Michael, and she doesn't have the guts enough to own it. Or say the hell away from my husband.
You know, the rumor that your husband is having an affair with his business partner is about to be splattered all over the tabloids. So who exactly ends up embarrassed here?
Kate. And maybe that will teach her to stay away from her.
I'm not having this fight again. Because I just stopped giving a damn about what you do. You're about a heartbeat away from losing that guy. And when Jax finally divorces you, don't even think to come back to me.
You're working on Logan's death? What did you find?
That I have failed miserably as a private investigator.
That's hard to believe.
But true nonetheless. Not even the slightest clue as to the Simmons Slayer.
Why did you call Lulu here if you have nothing?
Well, Edith Jekyll and the blonde one spent many hours discussing the relative demerits of her knuckle-scraping suitor, and, you know, the Jekyll would frequently caution her towards the crabby commander's unworthy ways, but the fair one in her grand benevolence always sought to see the good in him, so meaning that undoubtedly she was experiencing a deeply disturbed psyche, so the Jackal's great hope was to ease her pain by discovering Logan's killer, but alas, I have no such news.
Okay, Spinelli, I know that you're trying to help, but I would really appreciate it if you would leave it alone. Thank you.
Johnny stabbed Logan Hayes to death.
You witnessed this attack?
No. Neither one of us saw it, me or Lulu.
You think very hard about what you say to me and how you say it, because I could always spot a liar.
It's the truth. Lulu left the office with our boss, Kate Howard, and I had some things I still needed to talk to her about, you know, rewrites on an article, stuff like that, and I followed her across the street to Johnny's building. We rode upstairs in the elevator together, and by the time we got to Johnny's door, it had been smashed in. Logan used an axe. How crazy is that? Lulu completely freaked out. You know, she and Logan used to be in a relationship together. I was involved with him once too, although not in the same way Lulu was. Sorry. When we got there, Johnny explained to us what happened with Logan. He said Logan showed up and just snapped and attacked him, and they fought. So Johnny was defending himself. And Claudia showed up after that and pretty much took over. She told me and Lulu that we had to leave, so of course we did, and that's all I know about what happened.
What was the article?
Excuse me?
The rewrites that you and Lulu were coordinating.
Are skinny belts back? Because this year we've seen a trend with high...
Enough for the fashion report. You know what I find shocking? Lulu's brother is a detective and your father is the police commissioner, and yet neither of you girls called the cop.
What are you doing in my car? And why do you think Johnny killed Logan?
There's video footage of this car. Right here. Coming and going from Nicholas Cassadine's clinic right about the time the body was dumped.
My car? Wait, that's not possible.
You know what? The driver looked like Johnny. Somebody was in the passenger seat. Was it you, Claudia?
Do you happen to have footage of the license plate?
Oh, that's funny that you asked, because these license plates right here have been removed and replaced. You can see the marks right here in the road ground where they were unfastened pretty recently.
That's thin, Jason. If I'm on a jury, I'm not convinced.
Well, you know what? Evidence is circumstantial, but it all points to Johnny as a killer.
why do you care?
Because I'm the first one to confess again. I can prove my innocence.
You didn't spend the night in jail. So right now, that makes you a lot better off than my brother.
Please! Hold right there. Put your hands in the air.